everybody out there in the Metaverse. We're coming to you with a Christmas Twisted Toonz special just for Reed Pop and just for you guys. We're going to read It's a Wonderful Life, and we're going to mess it up real good. We have with us today Ross Marquand, Khary Payton, Vanessa Marshall, LaMarr, and Jess Harnell. I am Jeff Zanini, your host, and here we go, guys. How is everybody?
Fantastic. Ho, ho, ho.
Great.
Ho, 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 yo.
I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Here we are sitting here. Hopefully we'll be able to do this live for everybody next year. Fingers crossed. We hope to get out there.
We miss you guys.
Yeah, we do. We do. All right. So we're going to start this right up with the first scene. As the narrator, Phil, Morgan Freeman. Who else to start off narration?
Beautiful.
As Franklin's voice, Khary, we are going to do Rafiki. As Joseph's voice, Jess, we're going to have Wacko Warner. And as Clarence's voice, Ross, we're going to have Patrick Warburton. And I should make a note, most of these scenes are 4. So a lot of the scenes you're going to see somebody sitting. Everybody sits at least 2 scenes. So it is fair for everybody, just to give you a heads up.
I love sitting. I'm happy to sit.
Absolutely.
It drives my per word rate up.
Oh, yeah. All right. Whenever you guys are ready, let's screw up It's a Wonderful Life.
We open the movie with pictures of Bedford Falls, New York. The streets are deserted and snow is falling. It is Christmas Eve. We hear everyone in town asking God to save George Bailey. Now we see amazing 1940s special effects with twinkling stars and heavenly voices.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble?
Hello, Franklin. Well, looks like we'll have to send someone down. A lot of people are asking for help for a man named George Bailey.
George Bailey. Yes, tonight's his crucial night. Oh, you're right. Well, we'll have to send someone down immediately. Whose turn is it?
Oh, that's why I came to see you, sir. It's that clockmaker's turn again.
Oh, Clarence hasn't got his wings yet, has he? Well, we've passed him up right along.
Yes, because, you know, sir, he's got the IQ of a rabbit. And I don't mean Roger.
Yes, but he's got the faith of a child. Simple. Joseph, send for Clarence.
A small star flies in from left of the screen and stops. It twinkles as Clarence speaks.
You sent for me, sir.
Oh, is that me? No.
It's Khary, I think.
Khary.
Oh, is it? No, I'm Joseph, or I'm Franklin. I'm
Yes.
Franklin. Yes. I'm sorry. I was too busy playing in my treehouse, you know. Yes. Clarence, a man down on Earth needs your help.
Oh, splendid. Is he sick?
No, worse, he is discouraged. At exactly 10:45 p.m. Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
Oh, dear God, his life. Then I've only got 1 hour to dress. Wait, what are they wearing now?
We'll spend that hour getting acquainted with George Bailey.
Sir, if I should accomplish this mission, might I perhaps win my wings? I've been waiting for over 200 years now, sir, and people are beginning to talk, you understand?
Well, that's all right. People will talk, you know, but what's that book you've got there?
It's the adventures of Tom Sawyer.
Clarence, you do a good job with George Bailey, and I tell you what, you will not only get your wings, we will take that diaper off and give you a nice pair of pants.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. I can't tell you how much this means.
Oh, poor George. Sit down, Clarence.
Sit down. What are you? What?
Well, yeah, if you're going to help a man, you want to know something about him, don't you? Like his favorite snacks or if he's prone to potty emergencies?
Well, naturally, yes, of course.
Well, yeah, well, then keep your eyes open and look down from right up here on the water tower. You see the town below?
Why, yes, it's amazing. It's beautiful. Hey, who's that?
Well, that's your problem, George Bailey.
A boy?
Well, that's him when he was 12, back in 1919, long before anyone called him Dadu. Something happens here you'll have to remember later on.
We see kids sliding down a hill on shovels and out onto the ice. Apparently, the Spanish flu has not affected them. For anyone watching us under 30, this was called playing outside. George's little brother slides onto the ice and disappears into the water. Just like in any Happy Christmas movie.
And scene.
Very nice.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we'll move right along. Scene 2. As George, Ross, Jeff Bridges. As Mr. Gower, Vanessa, Julia Childs.
Hey.
As Mary, Jess, we're going to have you sing Mary's lines as Michael McDonald.
Well, of course you are.
Okay. And as the narrator, Phil, this is perfect for Chris Rock.
Right?
Whenever you guys are ready.
Yeah.
George saved his brother's life that day. They caught a bad cold which infected his left ear. Cost him his hearing in that ear. It was weeks before he could return to his after-school job at Old Man Gower's drugstore. Wait a minute, isn't he 12 years old? He working in a drugstore?
It's me, Mr. Gower, George Bailey, man.
Bon appetit! You're late.
Yes, sir, I know. But have you made up your mind yet, man? You know?
Well, I'll take chocolate, George, 'cause I love it so.
With coconuts, man.
Don't like coconuts, they get stuck in my throat.
You don't like coconuts? Say, brainless, don't you know where coconuts come from, man? Look at from Tahiti, man. Fiji Islands, the Coral Sea, man.
Magazine, I never saw it before.
Well, of course you never, man. You human, only us explorers can get it. I've been nominated for membership in the National Geographic Society, man.
Is this the year you cannot hear on? George Bailey, I love you till the day I die.
I'm going out exploring, man. Someday you watch, okay? And I'm gonna have a couple of harems, and maybe 3 or 4 wives, Wait and see, man,
George notices an open telegram on the shelf. It reads, "We regret to inform you that your son Robert died very suddenly this morning of influenza." See, I told you it was 1919. Everything possible was done for his comfort. We await instructions from you. And then George realized Mr. Gower is drunk and notices a bottle labeled poison. Damn, this thing is real nasty. It's scary.
Whoa, man, take these capsules over to Mrs. Blaine's, man. She's waiting for them.
Oh, that's not my line.
Pardon me, but I've had too much Alsatian wine. George, could you take these capsules over to Mrs. Blaine's? She's waiting for them. Bon appetit.
Yes, sir. They have the diphtheria over there, haven't they?
Well, yes, get going.
Yes, sir.
George runs down the street to his father's office, but his father's speaking with Henry F. Potter, the richest man in the county. George runs back to the drugstore with the capsules in his hand. Mr. Gower's on the phone.
Oh, why, that medicine should have been there an hour ago. It was marinating for days. It should be over in 5 minutes, Mrs. Blaine. Oh, where's Mrs. Blaine's box of capsules? Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I did, man. Chill.
Oh, what kind of tricks are you playing? Anyway, why didn't you deliver them right away? Do you know that boy's very sick?
Man, you're hurting my sore ear, man.
Oh, no.
He grabs George by the shirt and drags him into the back room, start hitting him in the head. George tries to protect himself as best he can. Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. You lazy loafer, like a no-good Christmas goose.
Oh, God. Mr. Gower, you don't know what you're doing. You put something wrong in those capsules, man. You took too many pills, man. You know, and I've been there. I've been on a few bad trips, you know, but I know you're unhappy. You got that telegram and you're upset, man, but just do some Tai Chi. It wasn't your fault, you know. Just look and see what you did, man, you know. Look at the bottle you took from the powder. It's poison, man. I tell you, it's poison, all right?
Whoa!
Gower tears open the package and tastes it. Wait a minute, he tastes the poison? That's like those cops when they taste heroin.
Oh.
Anyway, George is whimpering, hurt, all scared. Gower sweeps him up in a hug and he goes,
Don't hurt my sore ear again, man.
No. Like a little pomfret you are. No, no.
Don't hurt me again, okay?
No, George.
Mr. Gower, I won't ever tell anyone, you know, but I know what you're feeling. I won't ever tell a soul, man. I hope to die. I won't. Promise, okay?
Oh, George. Bon appetit.
And see.
I think Phil killed me, dude. I think Phil actually broke me.
God.
I love that narration part. That's why I wanted Chris Rock so bad, because I knew you were gonna
funny,
hit
man.
that. That was so funny.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right.
Oh God.
Moving on. Next scene. As the narrator, Vanessa, Toothpick Sally from the regular show.
All right.
As George, Ross, Michael Caine. As Pop, Phil, Tracy Morgan. And as Harry, Khary, Black Manta.
All right.
Whenever
And I will be sitting. I'm sitting.
Yes, you are. Whenever you guys are ready.
All right.
Let's move past the child abuse quickly. Good idea. Okay, flash forward 9 years. We're at the Bailey House dinner table.
Boy,
Yeah.
oh boy. My last meal at the Old Bailey boarding house.
Yeah, I hope you gotta have a good trip, George. Uncle Billy and me gonna miss you, man.
I'm going to miss you too, Pop. What's the matter? You look tired.
Oh, you know, I had another tussle with Potter today. I thought when we put him up on the board of directors, he gonna ease up on us a little bit.
I wonder what's eating that old money-grubbing buzzard anyway.
Oh, let me hear a sick man. He frustrated and sick. He's sick in his mind. He's sick in his soul. If he has one. Man, he hates everybody that got anything he can't have. Man, he hates us mostly, I guess.
You coming later, George.
What do you mean? And be bored to death?
Couldn't want a better death. Lots of pretty girls. And we're going to use that new floor of yours tonight, too.
I hope it works. Father, did I act like that when I graduated from high school?
Yeah, pretty much, man. You know, George, wish we could send Harry to college with you. Your mother and I talked over half the night.
We have that all figured out. You see, Harry will take my job at the building and loan, work there for 4 years, and then he'll go.
I don't know. He's pretty young for that job.
Well, no younger than I was.
Maybe you were born older, George.
How's that?
I said, maybe you were born older, George. I suppose, you decide what you was going to do when you get out of college.
Oh, well, you know, what I've always talked about. Build things, you know, design new buildings, plan modern cities. All that stuff I was talking about as a young chap.
Yeah, I don't listen to that. But I was just hoping you wouldn't consider coming back to the building alone, would you?
Oh, no, Pop, no, I couldn't. I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life in a shabby little office. Oh, I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that remark, but look, this business of nickels and dimes and spending all your life trying to figure out how to save 3 cents on a length of pipe, I'd go crazy. I want to do something big and something important.
You know what, George? I feel that in a small way, we are doing something important. Satisfying a fundamental urge. It's deep in the race for a man to want his own roof and walls and a fireplace and a gold necklace. And we're helping him get those things in our shabby little office. Yeah, you're right, son.
You see what I mean, don't you, Pop?
This town is no place for any man unless he's willing to crawl a powder. And you got talent. I've seen it. You get yourself an education and get out of here.
Pop, do you want a shock? I think you're a great guy. You know what, Pop? I think I'll get dressed and go over to Harry's party.
Have a good time, son.
And scene.
So good, guys. So good.
Woo!
Oh, the visual on that just always kills me. Michael Caine sitting with his dad, Tracy Morgan. I just think that's so funny to think about. All right. Moving on. Next scene. As the narrator, Jess, Adam West. As George, Phil, President Obama. As Mary, Ross, Al Pacino. And as the man in the scene, Vanessa, Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, perfect.
Sure.
Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay. Let me find there it is. Cut to the high school Batcave dance, old chum. This was back when people actually socialized in person, fully dressed without drugs, with lyrics you could say to your family. Anyway, some dastardly villain pressed a button that opened up the floor and everyone fell in the pool.
I told Harry I thought I'd be bored to death. You should have seen the commotion in the locker room. Had to knock down 3 people to get this stuff we're wearing here. Here. Let me hold that old wet dress of yours.
Do I look as funny as you do?
I guess I'm not quite the football type. Maybe I got bone spurs. I'm kidding. You look wonderful. You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it then? Huh?
I don't know. Maybe I will say it. How old are you anyway?
18.
18? Why? It was only last year you were 17.
Too young or too old? Huh?
Oh, no. Just right. Your age fits you. Yes, sir. You look a little older without your clothes on. Oh, wow. I mean, without a dress. You look older. I mean, younger. Or you look just,
You may kiss my hand.
Okay, then. Then I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
Oh, no, you don't. I love that old house. I love it.
No. You see, you make a wish, and then you try and break some glass. You got to be a pretty good shot to do it nowadays.
Oh, no, George. Don't. It's full of romance. That old place, I'd love to live in it.
In that place?
Yeah.
I wouldn't live in it as a ghost. Now watch. Right here on the second floor. There, right there.
George hurls the rock at the house and breaks a window. The fiend!
What did you wish, George?
Well, not so much a wish as hope. A whole, not just one wish, a whole hatful, Mary. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next year, and the year after that. I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. And then I'm coming back here and go to college and see what they know. And then I'm going to build things. Gonna build airfields. Gonna build skyscrapers 100 stories high. I'm gonna build bridges a mile long.
As George talks, Mary picks up a rock and throws it at the house, breaking another window. Could she be Catwoman in disguise?
What'd you wish when you threw that rock?
If I told you, it might not come true.
Well, tell me this. What is it you want, Mary? What do you want? You want the moon? Tell me. Say the word, and I will throw a lasso around it and pull it down. Hey, that is a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary.
That's an offer I can't refuse. Yeah, and then what?
Well, then you could swallow it, and it would dissolve, see? And the moonbeams would shoot out your fingers and your toes and the ends of your hair. Am I a little high? I mean...
Yes! You're talking too much! Why don't you kiss her instead of talking her to death?
Yes, you are talking more than Elizabeth Hasselbeck. You do. Why don't you kiss her instead of talking to her to death?
Okay, random sir. You're gonna kiss her, huh?
Youth is wasted on the wrong people. No beef.
Hey, hold on. Hey, come on back out here. I'll show you some kissing that'll put hair back on your head. What are we?
And scene.
Vanessa, I am sorry. I read that as Mary, and yeah, that was man.
No problem.
It happens every day at work. We all know that.
Was it just me, or did Obama turn into Jimmy Stewart?
Yeah.
It's so hard not to do Jimmy Stewart while you're doing It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
You just want to go there.
Yeah, you do, man.
Mary.
No, don't put it in my head. Don't put it in my head.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's just move on. Next scene. We have, as the narrator, Ross, Jack Nicholson. As Dr. Campbell, Phil, Hermes from Futurama. As George, Jess, Christopher Walken.
Great.
As Potter, Vanessa, Milhouse from The Simpsons. And as Uncle Billy, Khary, Bootsy Collins.
Get him, Khary.
You guys are ready.
A car pulls up with Harry and Uncle Billy. They inform George his father had a stroke. He died. Very sad, very macabre. 3 months later, we pick up at the bank board of directors meeting and a real warm family Christmas feeling. Are you feeling it?
I want the board to know that George gave up his trip to Europe to help straighten things out here these past few months. Good luck to you at school, George.
Wow. Hey, thanks, Sky.
Now we come to the real purpose of this meeting, to appoint a successor to our dear friend, Peter Bailey.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to get my real purpose, or to it rather. I claim this institution is not necessary to this town. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
George, baby, you hear what this buzzard right here is talking about? I can't believe this dude came in here talking like this.
Very well. In that case, I'll ask the two executive officers to withdraw. But before you go, I'm sure the whole board wishes to express its deep sorrow at the passing of Peter Bailey.
Wow. Hey, thanks a lot, Doc. It's crazy. It's nuts.
It was his faith and devotion that are responsible for this organization.
Well, I'll go further than that. I'll say that to the public, Peter Bailey was the building and loan.
Oh, well, that's amazing that that's coming out of your face, Potter. I just can't believe that you said something like that, considering that you probably drove him to his grave.
Oh, no. Peter Bailey was not a businessman. That's what killed him. Oh, well, I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul, but everything is coming up, Milhouse. He was a man of high ideals, so-called, but ideals without common sense can ruin this town.
Whoa. Wow. Wait, hang on, Potter. You know,
You're right when you say my father was no businessman. Why he ever started this place, I don't know. Maybe he had a fever and the only cure was starting a crappy savings and loan. But in the 25 years since he started, he never once thought of himself. He smuggled a watch up his ass for years. He loved people, crazy, kooky people. But to you, a warped, frustrated old man. They're just cattle. Well, my pop was a much richer man than you'll ever be.
Well, this is what it feels like when doves cry, I guess. I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
No, stop. Hold the phone. Wow. You're talking about something you don't get. This town needs this measly institution just to have some people, some place where people can come without crawling on their knees to Potter. Somebody should stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Come on, Uncle Billy.
Sentimental hogwash. I want my motion.
Baby, oh baby, that was telling him, George. I can't believe it, baby. You just shut his big old fat ugly mouth.
George!
You know what I mean?
George! Hey, George! They voted Potter down. They want to keep the building and loan going, but they got one condition. Only one condition.
Whoa, hang on. Good news. Wait, what's that?
Well, that's the best part. They've appointed George here as executive secretary to take his father's place.
Whoa, well, Dr. Campbell, let's get this thing straight. I'm leaving right now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance. I'm a song and dance man. Uncle Billy here. He's crazy. He's nuts. He's your guy.
But George, they will vote with Potter. Otherwise...
And scene.
There it is.
That was great stuff, man. Bootsy Collins, dude.
Right?
That voice always kills me. I love that voice.
Ridiculous.
All right. All right. In the next scene. Oh, yeah. Jess and Phil. This one was built for you guys. All right. As Mrs. Hatch, Vanessa, we're going to have Hera from Star Wars.
As Mrs. Hatch.
As Mrs. Hatch.
Okay.
As the narrator, Khary, we're going to have Gandalf.
Oh, nice.
As Mary, Jess, we're going to have Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Obviously, yeah.
And as Mary's love interest, Phil, as George, we're going to have none other than Michael Jackson.
Well, of course you are.
And all I'll say to the Metaverse is, enjoy this one. You guys are ready.
George stayed and took over his father's business. He gave the money to his brother to go to school. 4 years later, Harry comes home with his new wife and a job. Mrs. Bailey convinces George to go see Mary. He walked slowly past her home. Mary looked out the window, watching him walk back and forth.
Hello there, cutie fruity booty boy. Tell me what you're doing with the picketing.
Hello, Mary. I just happened to be passing by.
Yes, I noticed. Have you made up your mind?
About what?
About the coming in. Your mother called me and said you're on your way to pay me a visit, I mean.
My mother called you? How did Catherine know?
Didn't you tell her? Or maybe she is the psychic.
No, that's LaToya. I didn't tell anybody. I just went for a walk and I happened to be passing by.
Tell me, are you coming in or aren't you a cuddly, wuddly, bubbly guy?
Well, I'll come in for a minute, but I didn't tell anybody I was coming over here, you know. When did you get back?
I got back on Tuesday. I've been in the gym for weeks.
I thought you'd go back to New York like Sam and Angie and the rest of them.
Oh, I worked there for a couple of vacations and I told them I'll be back. But I guess I was the homesick.
Homesick? For Bedford Falls?
Yes, and my family. And maybe for a certain rooty tooty fresh and fruity guy. Tell me, George, would you like to sit on me? I mean, sit down.
Okay, for a minute. But I still can't understand it, though. You know, I did not tell anybody I was coming here.
Oh, would you rather get out and leave?
No, I don't want to be rude.
Well, then stop it. Stop whining. Sit down. Yes, this is better. It was nice about your brother Harry and Ruth, wasn't it?
Yeah, I have a lot of brothers. Yeah, that's all right.
What, you think she is a robot, a killing machine? You don't like her?
Well, of course I like her. She's a peach.
Stop it. Just high in sugar and make you chubby. Excuse me. So it's just marriage in general. You're not enthusiastic about Poppy Choppy Boppy Boy.
No. I mean, marriage is all right for Harry and Marty and Sam and Tito and you.
Mary, who's down there with you?
Stop the screaming. I read the questions. It's George Bailey, mother. Allah!
George Bailey? I have a bad feeling about this. What does he want?
I don't know. What do you want, Georgie Porgy Puddinghead Pie?
Me? I don't want nothing. I just came in to get warm.
He is making the violent love to me, mother. He is the sex machine. Gah!
You tell him to go right back home, and don't you leave the house either. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight.
But your mother don't need to. I mean, you know I didn't come here to.
Well, what did you come here for then? I've seen you admiring my physique, George.
I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to be the one with all the answers. You tell me.
Gah, why don't you go home then?
That's where I'm going. I don't know why I came here in the first place. Good night.
Get out! Get out! Get to the chopper! Good night! Gah!
Oh, I didn't know that was me. Can you feel the love? Mary gets on the phone and talks to her boyfriend. He talks to George, too, and offers him a job in his company.
He says it is the chance of the lifetime.
Now you listen to me. I don't want no plastics. I don't want no ground floors. I don't want to get married ever to anyone. Brooke Shields. You understand me? I want to do what I want to do. The heart wants what it wants. And you, I know. Oh!
George drops the phone and grabs Mary by the shoulders and shakes her and says, "You shall not pass!" He pulls her to him in an awkward embrace. The two of them kiss and cry while Sam listens on the phone. Are you Sam Gamgee? Are you really the warm family? Are you feeling the warm family story here? I know I am.
And scene.
Yay!
Oh, there's nothing more entertaining than Arnold Schwarzenegger hitting on Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, man. That's the chance of a lifetime right there.
That was good. All right.
That's the Dirty Dancing remake we all want to see.
I would pay that. I would love to see that. All right. Next scene, we have as the narrator, Jess Marlin from Finding Nemo.
Okie doke.
We as George Ross, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah.
As Mary, Vanessa, Marilyn Monroe.
Nice.
As Tom, Khary, Aqualad. And as Randall, Phil, Green Lantern. As Uncle Billy, Jess, I also have you doing Ironhide from the Transformers. And as Cousin Tilly, Phil, I have Ollie from Family Guy for 2 lines.
Okay.
All right, guys, whenever you're ready.
Here it is, yeah. Now, George changed his mind pretty quickly. They got married a couple months later and had a beautiful son. They named him Nemo. No, wrong movie. They're actually somehow in a cab with $2,000 that they made at their wedding. How? I have no idea.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to shoot the works, all right? A whole week in New York, a whole week in Bermuda, The highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, the best bongos, and the prettiest wife. All right.
Well, don't look now, but there's something funny going on over there at the bank.
George swims back to the bank. Half the town is waiting outside like a school of fish. George leads them inside.
All right. Now, what happened? How did it start?
Oh, how does anything like this ever begin? All I know is the evil Decepticons known as the bank called in our loan.
When?
1 hour ago. I had to hand over every cent of our Earth money, and it still was less than we owe.
Holy mackerel.
And then I got frightened, George, and I closed the doors. Optimus will be homeless.
Now. Just remember that this thing here isn't as black as it appears. The bank's going to reopen next week. It's all right. Time is illusory. It's all flat circle. You'll be fine.
But George, I got my money here.
I'll take mine now.
No. But you're thinking of this place all wrong, all right? As if I had the money back in the safe. That's not how it works, all right? Your money's in Joe's house, right next to yours, and in the Kennedy house, $100. While you're lending them the time to build, and then they're going to go and pay it back as best they can. You know, that's how it works. Now, what are you going to do? Foreclose on them? You're not going to do that.
I got $242 in here, and $242 isn't going to break anybody.
Okay, Tom. All right. Here you are. You sign this, you'll get your money in 60 days.
60 days?
Well, now that's what you agreed to when you bought your shares.
Old man Potter will pay 50 cents on the dollar for every share you got.
Well, what do you say?
Now, Tom, you have to stick to your original agreement. Now, give us 60 days on this.
Okay, Randall?
You going to Potter's?
Better to get half than nothing.
Tom, Randall, now wait. Now listen. Now, you gotta listen to me right here. I beg of you to not do this thing. If Potter gets a hold of this building and loan, there will be never another decent house built on this town, all right? So he's already got charge of the bank, you understand? The bus line, the department stores, he's after all of us. Now, we can get through this thing all right. We just got to stick together, okay? We got to stick together. We got to have faith, and if you do that, you cannot lose.
Everyone tries to close their accounts. George talks them into taking only what they need, and he uses his wedding money to pay everybody with $2 to spare. Okay, swim forward to the end of the day.
Holy mackerel. I can't believe it. I'm married. All right. Whew. Where's Mary? Mary, oh, poor Mary. Look, I got a train to catch.
George, they're calling for you.
Look, will you get my wife on the phone? She's probably over at her mother's.
Miss Bailey on the phone.
I don't want Mrs. Bailey. I want my wife. Mrs. Bailey. Oh, that's my wife. Right. I got it now. Here, I'll take it in here. Yeah. Mary? Oh, it's probably this time. Hello. Listen, dear. I'm sorry. What? Come home. What home? 320 Sycamore. Wait. Whose home is that? The Waldorf Hotel. All right.
Remember that night we broke the windows in this old house? This is what I wished for.
Nah.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Ed scene.
Oh my God. And the Oscar goes too.
I love it.
All right. Moving on. Next scene as... Let's see. Oh, it's a 3-part scene, this one. As the narrator, Khary, we're going to bring King Ezekiel. Who else to read the narration? We have, as George, Jess, William Shatner.
Okay.
And as Mr. Potter, Ross, John Malkovich.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready, it's a quick scene.
Here's what happens over the next 73 pages. Potter tries to bribe George. Mary tells George she's pregnant. They have kids. Then it's Christmas Eve, and headline reads, Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal of Honor. For all you kids, the newspaper was the internet for old people. Next, we see Uncle Billy accidentally put his envelope of money inside Potter's newspaper, and he tells George he lost the money. George goes home and has a mental breakdown. The kids cry. Are you feeling the music? Are you feeling the love tonight? And Merry Christmas. George goes to see Potter.
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter. I need help. My company's short in their accounts. I've got to raise $8,000 immediately.
Oh, so that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about?
Please, Mr. Potter, can't you see what this means to my family? I'll pay you a bonus on the loan. Any interest, I'll get you a great deal at Priceline.com. If you still want the building and loan, why,
George, could it possibly be there's a slight discrepancy in the books?
No, sir. I have just misplaced $8,000. I can't find it anywhere.
You misplaced $8,000.
Yes, sir. It's boldly gone where no money has gone before.
Have you notified the police?
No, sir. I'm a rocket man. I didn't want the publicity. Harry's homecoming is tomorrow.
They're going to believe that one, yes. What have you been doing, George? Playing the market with the company's money?
Okay. No, sir. Honestly, I haven't.
What is it then? A woman? It's all over town that you've been giving money to Violet Bick.
What? She never told me she was a prostitute.
Not that it makes any difference to me, but why did you not come to me first? Why don't you go to Sam Wainwright and ask this man to pay him his money?
I can't get a hold of Sam. He's on planet Vulcan, or perhaps in Europe.
Well, what about all of your friends?
They don't have that kind of money, Mr. Potter. You're the only one that can help me.
I see. Well, I've suddenly become quite important to you. What kind of security would I have, George? Have you got any stocks?
No, sir.
On real estate collateral of any kind?
I do have some life insurance, a $15,000 policy.
Yes? Okay. How much is your equity in it?
$500.
$500, and you ask me for $8,000. Look at you. You used to be so cocky. You were going out and conquering the world, weren't you? You once called me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you but a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk crawling in here on your hands and knees and begging for help. No securities, no stocks, no bonds, nothing but a miserable little $500 equity in a life insurance policy. You're worth more dead than alive. Why don't you go to that riffraff you love so much and ask them to let you have $1,000, let alone $8,000? You know why? Because they'd run you out of town on a rail. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, George. Since the state examiner is still here, as a stockholder of the building and loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance. All right, George, go ahead. You can't hide in a little town like this.
God! Dear Father in heaven, if you can hear me, show me the way. I'm at the end of my captain's log. Show me the way. God!
And scene.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit.
Man. Bring that home.
Oh,
God, that was hysterical.
I just want to say it's such a shame that
man.
you don't have any talent. That's a bummer, man. You guys, it's just a shame. That's all it is.
Wow, that was funny, man. All right.
Amazing.
All right, in the next scene, as the narrator, Vanessa, Kate Blanchett. As the toll keeper, Khary, the Tooth Fairy from Teen Titans. As George, Ross, Sean Connery. And as Clarence, Phil, Snoop Dogg. Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, wow. Are you ready for this? So George goes to a bar, stumbles out drunk. He gets in his car and drives into a tree, then gets out of the car and is almost hit by a truck, then winds up on a bridge thinking about killing himself. Will you look into the mirror? Before he kills himself, another man jumps into the river and George jumps in to help him. Now they're in the toll keeper's office where he's staring at a naked old man in a very odd way. Nothing like a happy, pick-me-up, feel-good Christmas movie.
How did you happen to fall in?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save George.
You what? To save me?
Well, I did, didn't it? You ain't go through with it, did you?
Go through with what?
Suicide?
It's against the law to commit suicide around here.
Yeah. It's a case where I come from, too.
Where do you come from?
Heaven, the south side. I had to act quickly. That's why I jumped in. I knew if I was drowning, you gonna try to save me. And see, you did. And that's how I saved you.
Well, very funny.
Your lip bleeding, George.
Yeah, I got a bust in the jaw in answer to a prayer I did a little bit ago.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer. That's why I was sent down here.
How do you know my name?
Oh, man, I know all about you. I watched you grow up from a boy.
Well, who are you then?
Clarence Oddbody, AS2.
Oddbody, AS2. What's that AS2?
Angel, second class.
Oh, brother, I wonder what martini put in those drinks. Hey, what's with you? Why did you save me just a minute ago? What did you save me? Why did you save me?
Well, man, look, bro. It's ridiculous of you to think about killing yourself for money, for $8,000.
Yeah, just things like that. How did you know that?
I told you, bro. I'm your guardian angel. I know everything about you.
Well, you look like, about like the kind of angel I get. Sort of a fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your wings?
Yeah, no, man. I ain't got my wings yet. That's why I'm an angel second class.
I found it out a little late. I'm worth more dead than alive.
Yo, no. You ain't don't be talking like that. I won't get my wings if you got that kind of attitude. You just don't know what all that you've done, man. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody'd be a lot better off. My wife, my kids, and my friends. Look, little fellow, go off and hunt somebody else, will you?
No, bro, you don't understand. I got a job.
Oh, shut up, will you?
Whoa, dang, this ain't gonna be easy, huh? You still think killing yourself will make everybody happier, huh?
Well, I don't know. I guess you're right. I suppose it would have been better if I'd not been born at all.
Oh, man, you don't be saying things like that. Okay, wait a minute. There's an idea. Yo, what you think? Yeah, that's gonna do it. All right, yeah. Okay. Yo got your wish, George. You ain't never been born.
What did you say?
And scene. Nothing like Snoop Dogg being your angel.
I know.
He's certainly high enough. I'm just saying.
All right. Next scene. As Clarence, Khary. We're going to have Cyborg from Teen Titans. As the narrator, Vanessa, Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy.
All right.
And as George, Jess Cartman from South Park.
Cool. You got it.
All right. Whenever you guys are ready.
You've never been born. You don't exist. You haven't a care in the world. No worries, no obligations, no $8,000 to get. No Potter looking for you with the sheriff.
Hey, wait a second, you guys. say something else in that ear.
Sure. You can hear out of it.
That's the doggone thing. I haven't heard anything out of that ear in ages. Must have been that jump in the cold water. Sweet.
Your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
What? It stopped snowing, hasn't it? What's happened here? What I need is some cheesy poofs and a couple of good stiff drinks. How about you, Angel Guy? You want a drink? Come on as soon as these clothes are dry.
Our clothes are dry, bub.
What the hell? That stove's hotter than I thought. Okay, come on, get your clothes on, you guys. I'm gonna stroll up and get... Oh, sorry. I stole. You fly.
I can't fly. I haven't got my wings.
You haven't got your wings. Yeah, that's right. You suck.
George and Clarence come up to the spot where George has left his car smashed against the tree, but his car isn't there. They enter Martini's place, but nobody knows him. What a bunch of a-holes. George and Clarence get thrown out and land in the snow. George had a strange, puzzled look on his face.
Hey, what the hell's going on around here? This ought to be Martini's place. Okay, I'm totally serious right now, you guys. This is not cute. Who are you?
I told you, G. I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, I know you said that. What else are you? Are you like a hypnotist?
No, I'm not a hypnotist.
Why am I seeing all these strange things, you guys?
Don't you understand, George? It's because you were not born. We're doing time travel.
Then if I wasn't born, who the hell am I?
Nobody. You have no identity.
Hey, what do you mean no identity, you wingless son of a bitch? My name is George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You have no papers. You got no cards, no driver's license, no 4F card, no insurance policy, nothing.
What?
You've been given a great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Wait a minute. Hey, I am totally getting pissed off, you guys. This is some sort of stupid dream I'm having over here. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Home? What home?
Shut up! Cut it out! You're nuts! You're crazy and you're driving me crazy too! I'm seeing things and I am so pissed off I will kick you in your angel nuts! I'm going home to see my family! Do you understand that? And I'm going home alone! Respect my authority!
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. No, I didn't have a drink.
End scene.
Awesome.
Man. All right. Well, believe it or not, folks, we have reached the final scene.
Wow, we did it.
We did it. So to the five of you, thank you so much. To the Metaverse and Read Pop, thank you so much. Happy holidays to everybody. Please check out the website and subscribe and click the button, buy an autograph, a meet and greet, a video, whatever from these guys. We would appreciate it. And we hope to see you soon in 2021. Have a safe and happy and healthy holiday. Here we go. The last scene. I'll go right from the top. As the narrator, Phil, Samurai Jack. As Clarence, Jess, Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, cool.
As Bert, Vanessa, Olga from Metal Gear Solid.
Awesome.
As Mary, Khary, we're going to have Rafiki.
Love her.
Absolutely.
And now there's a bunch of one-liners. So as Uncle Billy Ross, Justin Timberlake.
Oh, cool.
As Zuzu, Beetlejuice.
Okay.
As Ernie, Phil, Dracula from Billy and Mandy.
Nice.
As Harry, Jess, Scary Terry.
Rick and Morty.
Yes, from Rick and Morty. And then there's 4 quick one-liners, Jess. And since you do the Beatles so well, we're going to have the 4 Beatles. So as Martini, we're going to have John Lennon.
Okay.
As Gower, we're going to have George Harrison.
Okay.
As Annie, Paul McCartney.
Okay.
And as the man, Ringo Starr.
Okay, cool.
And we're going to have George bring us home, Ross, as John C. Reilly.
Oh, beautiful.
I think that's all the parts. I hope that's all the parts. A lot of quick stuff. I'm sorry, there's a lot of pieces in there for you guys to fill in. But here we go. The last scene of It's a Wonderful Life. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Please make comments. Please check it out. Happy holidays. We'll talk to you soon. Here we go.
George goes to his house. No one is there. Then the angel bites a policeman. George escapes. The angel disappears. The policeman has no idea what happened, and the taxi driver wants a drink. This is actually in the movie. Go watch it. Now we see George and Clarence are just outside a cemetery with graves where the houses used to be.
La 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 la.
Are you sure this was Bailey Park, George? George, are you there?
Oh, George.
Ross?
Oh, are we? I thought. Oh, gotcha. I thought it was just for that last line. Okay. Sorry, I was just drinking on the job. I'm not sure of anything anymore. All I know is this should be Bailey Park, but where are the houses?
Well, you weren't here to build them.
Your brother Harry broke through the ice and he drowned at the age of 9.
That's a lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Nope. Sorry, George. Every man on that transport died.
Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry.
You see, George, you really did have a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to
Throw it all away?
Yeah, I guess. Where's Mary?
She's a lonely
Old maid. She never married. She's about to close up the library. La 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 la.
Oh, there must be some easier way for me to get my bike back.
I mean, get my wings.
So George finds this Mary. He tries to talk to her, basically sort of molests her, and then yells at her. She screams, and everyone in the town is all of a sudden in the same bar. George then punches the policeman and runs away, while the policeman shoots at him from a crowded street. And now George is back on the bridge.
Clarence! Clarence! Help me, Clarence! Get me back! Get me back! I don't care what happens to me. Just get me back to my wife and kids. Come on, Clarence, help me. Please, I want to live. I want to do so many activities again. I want to live. I want to live, okay? Please, God, let me live again. I'm crying.
George is crying. When the wind dies down and a soft, gentle snow begins to fall like in ancient Japan, the police car pulls up on the roadway behind him.
Hello, George. George, you all right? Hey, what is the matter?
Now get out of here, Bert, or I'll hit you again. Get out. I'm going to wreck your face.
What the Sam Hill are you yelling for, George?
Don't. George. Bert, do you know me?
Know you? Are you kidding? I've been looking all over for you, trying to find you. I saw your car piled into that tree down there, and I thought maybe conflict and misery were in my childhood. Son, I grew up on the battlefield. Hey, your mouth is bleeding. Are you sure you're all right?
My mouth's bleeding? Bert, my mouth's bleeding. Do you know what that means? Oh, man, Merry Christmas.
George runs away, wishing Merry Christmas to every building in town. This is a mental breakdown. It happens. The bank examiner, a newspaper reporter, and photographer, and a sheriff are waiting at George's house. George comes running in the front door.
Reporters? Where's Mary? Mary? Oh, look at this wonderful old drafty house. Mary! Mary! Have you seen my wife? Pete, kids, Janie, Tommy, I could eat you up. Where's your mom?
George, darling, where have you been?
You have no idea what just happened to me.
No idea what happened. Well, come on, George. Come on downstairs, quick. They're on their way, George. It's a miracle. It is a miracle.
The rest of the town greet George with smiles. Each of them comes forward with money. In their pockets, in shoeboxes, in coffee pots, money pours onto the table. Tears pour down George's face.
Mary did it, George. Mary did it. Like, she told a few people, hashtag, like, let's raise some money. They did a crowdfunding, and they were in trouble, and they scattered all over town collecting money. They were like, they didn't ask any questions. They just said, if George is in trouble, count on me. Hashtag count on me. That was the slogan. You never saw anything like it. Straight up.
Yeah, here you are. And so this is Christmas. And what have you done? I busted the jukebox open. Yeah, I made the random charge accounts. After all, money can buy me love, you know. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas time. I've been saving this money for my guitar that gently weeps. Muddy Crimble, I wouldn't have a yellow submarine over my head if it wasn't for you, George. Peace and love, peace and love.
Hey, just a minute. Quiet, everybody. Quiet. Quiet. Now, this is from London. Mr. Gower cables you need cash. Stop. My office instructed to advance you up to $25,000. Stop. Merry Christmas. Sam Wainwright.
Oh, hello, George. It's me, Terry. How are you, bitch?
Harry?
Oh, bitch. I left as soon as I got Mary's telegram. A toast to my big brother, George, the richest bitch in town.
George looks down at the pile of money on the table and sees a copy of Tom Sawyer. Inside is an inscription. Dear George, remember, no man is a failure who has friends. Thanks for the wings. Love, Clarence.
What is that?
That is a Christmas present from a very dear friend of mine.
At that moment, a little silver bell on the Christmas tree rings. Zuzu closes the cover of the book and points to the bell.
Hey, look, Daddy. Teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. Come on. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
That's right. Boy, Clarence.
The end.
Oh, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Reed Pop. Thank you to the Metaverse. Thank you, Ross, Khary, Phil, Jess, and Vanessa. We appreciate all your time and efforts. Really, thank you. And thank you all for watching. Have a great holiday season, and we hope to see you in 2021. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Never, never let